So DJ and I have been seeing a lot in the comments and on social media regarding our game, My Water Garden. The big question is, did we copy Grow a Garden? This video might be controversial. I don't know, but we're about to out ourselves. If you like the video, that'd be much appreciated. I've seen comparisons and at a quick glance, there's definitely similarities. And we want to be completely transparent with all of you guys and break it down feature by feature. We'll talk about what's inspired, what's a coincidence, and what was actually an idea we had years ago. But before we compare My Water Garden to Grow a Garden, we have to go back in time, all the way back to 2019. This game is called Tree Planting Simulator, which is a game we made in 2019. And as you can see, it looks a lot like My Water Garden. You plant trees, you watch them grow, they drop seeds, you collect them, you sell, you upgrade your items to better backpacks, better shovels, and better plants, and you fill your plot up as much as you can before getting to the end and rebirthing. So as you can see, this game was actually the blueprint for My Water Garden. And you're probably wondering, why didn't you just update this game? Why did you make a new game? The reason was for a good cause. We wanted to join Team Water, but we only had like 2 weeks to make a game about collecting water. And the only way we could figure out how to do it that fast was to use the foundation from this game. So we reused some of the models, but we really truly reused the core gameplay loop, and it helped us a lot to like know exactly what to do to make a game really fast. Now that's the context. Now let's go do the feature by feature breakdown to see where we copied, or if we copied. All right, 1, you plant trees and you watch them grow. Yeah, Grow a Garden has that. My Water Garden has that, but Tree Planting Simulator, that was the heart of the game. You literally the game was about planting trees and watching them grow. So that part is just a rethemed, reskinned version in my Water Garden. So we basically copied ourselves on that one.
Look at my trees grow!
Wow. Next, expanding your plot. People pointed out that we have signs in My Water Garden where you click it and you can expand your plot, and that we copied that from Grow a Garden. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but we already had that in Tree Planting Simulator in 2019. As you can see, it's the exact same way. Did they copy us? Probably not. It's probably just a coincidence. Next, helpful pets. Pets that walk around your plot and they help you with stuff on your plot. Because back when we made this game in 2019, most games just had pets that followed you around, and they just usually gave you like a money multiplier. But there wasn't really games where the pets actually helped you like on a plot and stuff. Well, in Tree Planting Simulator, we actually had these little like robot little pet things that went around and collected things for you, and they helped you. And we had pets made that we were going to be adding in an update. As you can see, there's a pets tab right here coming soon. We were going to be adding those in an update, and they were going to have abilities to help with the trees. So did we copy Grow a Garden with having pets roaming around the plots in My Water Garden? I would say not really. That was kind of just something we were already doing. So I'd say it's an innovation we're carrying over from our own work. Well, I wouldn't say innovation. I bet there's other games out there that also had pets on plots, but it's just the only one we knew about at the time was ours. All right, let's move on to the selling mechanic. In My Water Garden, when you sell, you have to take your water that you collected, go stand on the sell pad, and sell it to the giant golem. In Grow a Garden, you have to go to a merchant and talk to like a little text prompt and then select if you want to sell it. In Tree Planting Simulator, you actually have to go up to these little sell things, sell the seeds that you collected, and then they go into the wise tree, which is a big character. So I would say, again, we copied ourselves from Tree Planting Simulator on the sell feature there.
And he says puns, see, watch.
Why, thank you. Okay, back to planting trees.
Okay.
No time for rest.
All right, let's move on to the inspired features. These are the features that I would say we either like copied or got inspired by Grow a Garden. Let's go through them. The shop's stock system. In My Water Garden, we didn't want to take the Tree Planting Simulator approach where you just buy all of the stuff in order, and then once you get to the end, you're at the end, you can just buy as many as you want, and then that's the end of the game. We really liked how Grow a Garden implemented this little rotation, the stock feature, and it kind of gives it more playability. Additionally, you could buy everything for Robux, and this is made for a cause for Team Water. So our ultimate goal is to raise Robux. So we saw it as a great idea and adopted that feature. So yes, I would say we copied Grow a Garden for the shops. But hey,
I'm rebirthing.
Lots of developers are doing that because it's an amazing way to approach shops. Oh, DJ's rebirthing.
Does Grow a Garden have this?
No, Grow a Garden definitely does not have that. If you don't know what happened, a plane came down, picked up the plot, and flew away. And now DJ's starting over with a multiplier in an empty plot. Next, weather and mutations. Tree planting simulator had like some weather, like we had snow and stuff, but none of it actually did anything to the trees. We had plans though to have the weather affect the trees and help them grow and such and like help their stats. But I gotta give it to Grow a Garden, we never had mutations in mind. That specific part, the mutations, was 100% an inspiration from Grow a Garden. We thought it added a layer of excitement and RNG to our game that our previous game didn't have. So 1 point to Grow a Garden there. Okay, next, live admin events. Jandal is a master of admin abuse. He creates live server-wide events that super hype up updates and triggers all these storms and is talking in live text prompts to people playing and just having them garner their friends to join, and it's one of the coolest innovations we've seen on the platform. We've never done it like that before, but we did use live text prompts to kind of send messages and stuff during our battle season 2 and 3, but we never did it to the extent that Jandal does. We wanted to test that feeling of like the dev interacting with the game community live and getting them all hyped up for an update. So yes, we implemented the live text chats and the ability to do admin abuse in My Water Garden, and while we still have some work to do to it with the storms and stuff, we definitely took inspiration from Jandal for that one because a lot of games are doing it now and people kind of like ask, are you gonna have admin abuse?
And I predict doing admin abuse is probably going to become a standard going forward in Roblox games because it's kind of like the new way of doing things. And Jandal's definitely the pioneer for that.
And finally, fruits. This one's simple. We didn't have fruits planned at all for My Water Garden, but after launch, we were sort of spammed with comments and questions asking if we're gonna be adding fruits. I guess because it has the word garden in the name, people just assumed like it needs to be like Grow a Garden. And you know what? We delivered to the people. We delivered what the people wanted, and we did add fruits. We literally just added fruits. They're actually kind of cool. They're water fruits, and they look all like glassy and watery, and they're sort of cool fruits. I'm really happy that we did end up taking inspiration for Grow a Garden on that one.
I will say it's a little different though because every tree in My Water Garden drops water by default and doesn't actually grow fruits unless you get really lucky, because it's a really small chance that each branch will grow a fruit. And if it's not growing a fruit, it's dropping water. So it's a little different. Like we kind of have like our own little twist on it.
But even so, we weren't gonna have fruits, so I'm gonna give the fruit feature over to Grow a Garden. We did copy them for that one, but we tried to make it our own. So what's the final verdict? Is My Water Garden a copy?
I would say My Water Garden is just as much of a copy of Grow a Garden as Grow a Garden is a copy of Tree Planting Simulator. And personally, I don't think Grow a Garden's a copy of Tree Planting Simulator. So I think we're good.
And I would say no. The entire foundation, the loop, the pets, the plot expansion, most of it is built from our game from 2019, which was long before Grow a Garden existed. But was it inspired by modern games like Grow a Garden? Absolutely. Because we thought it would help us reach our charity goals.
And it also helped us modernize the game to make it something more familiar with the current audiences.
That is how game development actually works. We all learn from each other, and the platform grows stronger because of it.
And Team Water gets more donations because of it.
And we're really proud of My Water Garden. It was built for a great cause, but it's actually turning out to be a really cool game. And thanks to everybody for playing My Water Garden. Over the course of the month, we raised nearly $870. That's 870 years of water for people, which is absolutely amazing. And we just sent in our donation, and this would not have been possible without you guys, so thank you so much. I hope this video clears up a lot for you all. We like everybody to know the why behind our decisions sometimes. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think it's okay for developers to be inspired by each other? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and go play My Water Garden. Link in the description. See ya.